welcome to The Studio Demands It, a screenwriting series where we will conceptualize, pitch, and craft a film or series. That's, you know what? Damn it! Oh, I tried to write a new intro and I realized I said series in this twice. A screenwriting series where we're a film.
We got to put this off another month now.
Hello and welcome to The Studio Demands It, a screenwriting series where we will conceptualize, pitch, and craft a film based on one of the demands from one of you listeners acting as a hypothetical Hollywood overlord. As professional screenwriters ourselves and massive cinephiles, we talk movies all the time. And we'd like to believe that we could meet any demand thrown at us. We will be your screenwriters for this episode. I am TC DeWitt, and joining me, as always, is Jim. Opening theme song, Berzelek. What's your opening theme song?
Oh, I thought, wait, maybe it's still. My opening theme song is a song by a little band that I probably never talk about called Clutch.
I'm familiar.
Oh, you are? Oh, they're, like I said, they're...
I feel like you brought them up before.
They have a song called Immortal.
Yeah. Was that your favorite song?
That is my favorite song.
Okay, you dimmed.
And also, it's an amazing open. It's just this drum solo. It's freaking phenomenal.
My opening theme song. I used to, when I did stand up, I'd go on stage to Back to the Future, like
that makes sense.
Yeah. For obvious reasons of me, if you know me, but also because it's
because you're from the future.
I am, and I came back from the future
to tell jokes.
To people who didn't even know comedy was happening, because that's where I performed shows. No, Back to the Future is a great theme song, and it works for all emotions, and I love it. But for the first time, we got flagged on Miri's Magic Dance, which we have been using since episode 1. Spotify. So our godfather David, from the top down said, "Hey, Spotify flagged this. What's up?" I was like, "What? This is a public domain song." Kevin MacLeod has made thousands of songs that are free for people to use.
Yeah,
and he's our composer for Miri, our nee.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Dispute it, man. Like, I'll show the credentials. We can use this song." But it's so if we are keeping this theme song.
Okay. I was by that I was like, are you surprising me with a new theme song?
No, we're not changing the theme song. I have been asked more than once what the name it is, and I've only ever mentioned the title like 3 times in the history of the show. So here's me mentioning it again. Was Miri's Magic Dance by Kevin MacLeod. That's the first time I've credited him as the composer for the song. So, but he did compose it, and he deserves the credit.
He does.
And Spotify, shut up.
Yeah, Spotify.
Go scrub the AI music off your site. Jim, season 7.
Here we are.
Season 7. We've done 100 episodes plus.
We've surpassed Lost.
We have more
as of right now, as of this recording. Once it goes live, right? Technically, this is vaporware until we actually release it.
And we have more episodes than them as well, not just more seasons.
Right, because we didn't have a writer's strike.
We did.
Oh,
we did keep. We just don't contribute to Writers Guild stuff by doing the show. It's all off the top of the dome.
Wait, I mean, there was a writer's strike while we were doing this show. Yes. But this is a non-union show, and
we're just brainstorming.
Yeah,
we're not writing live.
No,
we do that after the fact.
Yeah.
In fact,
if there was an improv strike, then we would have.
Then we'd be in trouble. Yes, and we'd be in trouble. We almost postponed. I think it was the Blade. I think we or maybe it was Mystery Inc.
That's right.
One of them we had to postpone because we didn't want to scab during the Screen Actors Guild.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but season 7, man. This season we'll hit 150 episodes, which is cool. I don't know if we'll milestone it too much. Like we won't do. I don't think we'll do a special episode for 150 because it'll be halfway through the season. Yeah. But man, you had said this last season, and with our interview with Dawn Joyle, you've never committed to anything this long. But it is. We took our longest hiatus yet. This is the longest break we ever took between seasons. Star Trek what a dream come true.
Yeah.
What a destiny drew us to that.
Yes,
and it
did.
turned out so well. Thank you everyone who listened and shared and spread it around. We got great responses to it, and
I'm really proud of it.
I'm so proud, dude. That was the longest post-production of all the finales we've done. The amount of work I had to do on that was
Yeah. I was there. I watched.
Yeah. 19 people on 19 microphones with limited technical glitches. Thank God.
Our next finale is going to have 3 people.
Yeah, we're just going to do a bottle movie.
Yep.
It's going to be like Carnage or Rope. We're just going to have the least amount of people as possible. But thank you to the cast. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to those who demanded, and we rose to the occasion, I think, pretty damn well.
I think so.
To toot our own horn.
I'm really proud of that.
Yeah. And then lo and behold, all Trek canceled. We're the last Trek. We
Well, there's still echoes, right? Like technically Strange New World has a whole season.
2 more seasons.
2 more seasons.
In the can, yeah.
So we're not going to feel what it's like to have no new Trek
Mm-hmm.
for 2 more seasons.
Yeah. But gosh, I don't know. I've listened to this thing 100 times now just because the editing and sound design process, but every time one of our references would land hard or subtly get by, I'd be like, we're good. But Jim, let's get to the demand for today.
Okay.
So season 7, episode 1, here we go. Our amazing listeners have given us demands from studios quite literally all over the world. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah.
We have listeners all over the world. And you listening right now, you can send us any demand you'd like, and we will have to meet them right here on the spot. And when we reach the end of the episode, if we've done our jobs, we'll have pitched a full script and story meeting and maybe even exceeding those demands. And when the end of the season comes, your demand could have helped us craft the script that will be greenlit for our fully produced finale. Thank you to everyone who has submitted, and please keep them coming. Today's demand comes from Chimera at Sandstone Darude Studios. I get it now that I've seen it.
Yeah, Sandstorm.
Sandstorm. Sorry, Sandstorm Darude Studios.
Yeah.
Okay, Chimera, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Classic monsters are experiencing a major revival in 2025 and 2026, with studios reimagining iconic figures with high-profile releases like Robert Eggers' remake of the 1922 vampire classic Nosferatu, Wolfman by Lee Whannell, who made The Invisible Man, Frankenstein from Guillermo del Toro for your Oscar consideration, The Bride from Maggie Gyllenhaal, exploring the iconic character's legacy, and Lee Cronin's The Mummy. These are R-rated, auteur-driven horror cinema, focusing on psychological horror and gothic aesthetics. And that leaves me knowing exactly what I and everyone else wants from this revival of the Universal's cavalcade of monsters. A new entry into the 1999 classic starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
Oh, no.
No one wants these bullshit dramas that will clearly take themselves way too seriously. We want 60-year-old Rick O'Connell and Evelyn back together again fighting a mummy. Yeah. Let's have some damn fun. The studio demands a third mummy movie. Sigh. Fine. A fourth, but feel free to disregard Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Reunite our beloved and sexy cast and give me a mummy. Jim, I know this is your favorite movie of movies. Good luck. Okay. So I thought The Mummy.
Okay.
Because The Mummy has come and gone. Lee Cronin's Mummy has come and gone. I saw it. You did not. I have opinions about it.
I might still go see it tomorrow.
Jim might still go see it. So I thought let's and I agree with Chimera. The monster movies are having a revival right now. We're getting another Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting other Frankenstein stuff. Like, totally right. I thought what we were going to get was what this demand led me to believe, but not 1999's The Mummy. Now, Jim, you've shared this on the show before because she obviously I'm assuming, I hope I'm not misgendering Chimera. This is the movie that made you want to make movies.
Yep.
And now you're being asked, it's demanded of us
Yeah.
to pitch another Mummy movie with these characters.
Yeah.
Whew. You don't like the sequels anyway, so this is going to be something. Well,
I sure don't.
well, how do you
But
feel about
that's
this
okay.
demand? How do you feel about this?
That's fine. This will be fun.
Yeah. We've gotten close before.
They're already doing this.
That's right. So this demand's a little old, obviously. So sorry, Samir, to not get to it until now, because they did announce that Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are coming back. They are going to do another Mummy movie. They are disregarding the third one.
Oh.
And it's happening. So I guess this is our chance to pitch what that could be.
Might could be.
God, I love these movies. We've gotten close. We have done a mini pitch for a Mummy movie back in season 1, which was a versus episode where we were taking two disparate franchises and crossing them over, like Transformers and Fast and the Furious.
Mm-hmm.
And we had pitched Hellboy and Rick O'Connell, the Mummy, as a joint venture.
Yeah.
But to fully realize a Mummy movie, here we go, Jim. What do you think? What is your gut
I'm already
tell you?
putting cogs together.
See, this is why I ramble as much as I do, to let you look off into the middle distance, stroking your beard, running your fingers through the luscious.
Everyone says I need to trim my beard at least. And the thing is that, like Samson, that's what my power is.
His power is in his beard, everyone.
I'm a true dwarf.
Well, I freaking love The Mummy. I think 1999's The Mummy. I have that it's a bumper sticker, but I have it up on my shelf, where it's like beep or honk if you'd rather be watching the 1999 classic.
Yeah,
it's so good. We had it playing in the background a couple weeks ago on a game night. It's hard not to watch. It's just this lightning bolt magic movie of perfection.
Okay, so what's our timeline? When would this be set? Like, are we gonna end up? Are we gonna be forced in a way to do a Kingdom of the Crystal Skull situation?
Yeah, because these characters are aged up. So
that took place was it during World War I? Just before? Just after?
30s. It takes place just before
World War II. It was really that late.
It's in the 30s, and it's just before Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It takes place in like the
1926.
26. Thank you. Okay, so well before about 10 years before Temple of Doom. So,
and if we say they were 25, I don't know how old the characters were then.
Well, we can figure that out.
25, 30,
yeah.
If that's how old they are. Derp, of course it's in the 20s. Both Rick and Jonathan were veterans.
Yeah.
So
Brendan Fraser
25 to 30.
in that first one was 30 years old on the nose. So great. Nice round number for us to work with.
And that was 99, 26 years later, round up to 30-ish.
Yeah.
It is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That puts us in the 50s.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
I don't want to use aliens, that's for sure.
No. We're gonna do mummies. I'm trying to cook up a plot, but I want to know what's surrounding it at that time.
Well, a question to ask then, and certainly we're going to be crossing territory with Indiana Jones stuff anyway. It's the prototype pulp remodern. It's going to be hard not to reference it, or at least hit shades of it. So I'll ask the question of, if we're going to set this in the 50s, did Rick fight in World War II? And if Rick fought in World War II, I don't want to involve Nazis unless you want to sell me on Nazis. And now that word's in the algorithm. But you probably already have something in your head. But knowing we're in the 50s, we are post World War II. We have some history that we can play with.
Well, it puts us in the Cold War. It means that, right, like Indiana Jones, the reason, I don't want to talk too much about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, because a lot of the points that movie did, honestly, were correct for the age of the character and the time passage and stuff.
Yeah.
But it just still didn't feel
It didn't feel like
quite right.
Indiana Jones.
The Russians didn't feel different enough, didn't feel Russian enough.
Mm-hmm.
They just felt like we're Nazis who have a funny accent and wear green instead of black and gray.
Well, we can. Maybe the first point of attack is what is our mummy? Like, where is our mummy from?
I'll tell you.
Okay,
because I have all of that.
Oh, okay.
That's all. I'm good to go there.
Okay, great.
So it actually may be that it doesn't even matter. All the world stage doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Imhotep comes back.
We're going back to the Imhotep well, huh?
We're going back to the mummy well. If we're gonna bring back Rick and
Evie,
and Evie, why wouldn't we?
Okay.
Go. What would bring them back? Right? Because we're gonna have to mention. We're gonna have to say, hey, what's your kid up to?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be in his 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna be in his 30s at this point and should be the main character of a mummy adventure? No.
No.
What are your parents up to?
What are your parents up to? We don't care. We don't want to know. He died in the war like Mutt.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
No. We're not gonna do that.
What have you done?
Oh, poor Mutt.
I also forgot that was Mutt's fate.
Yeah. How sad. Okay.
No, so I think radio silence is good to have. Right.
Oh, I love it.
Just dwell after talking about death in a war.
Let's just all sit in a moment and weep for Shia LaBeouf's dead career. Hey, he was in Megalopolis. Leave him alone.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's right. He was. He was the weird brother.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I just remember Adam Driver. Time stop.
Imhotep is back.
Imhotep's back. Yeah. So what's happened is Imhotep, being the powerful wizard that he was, manages to wriggle his way out of the afterlife. I'm not recalling enough of my Egyptian mythology to name, like Set, I think. So he manages to get his soul out of Set's grip.
Yeah.
And he manages to come back. And he's going to be back. He's going to raise an army of mummies, and he's going to return Egypt to its once former glory. No, it's the way I said it.
Okay, just checking. They heard my smile through the audio, my side eye.
But like to the end that like he raises the modern city that's there, and the enormous temples rise in their midst. Like literally, we get new pyramids.
He could literally raise pyramids out of the sand, kind of thing. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Are you keep squinting? Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. I have vision issues, Jim. You know this about me. It's hard for me. Do we don't have to, because the mic is here, the computer's there, and you're here. There's 3 things that my eyes want to lock on.
Okay.
And because of my vision issues, one of them's locking here and the other one's locking there.
Gotcha.
So I have to like fight it anyway.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. He's pulling pyramids out of the sand. What I would like to allude to is there are more Egyptian ruins that we don't like we are unaware of, that he's all like, new the old is new again.
He's literally raising the dead at this point. Maybe the Mummy and the Mummy Returns offer up a prologue read by the Magi before we could create some sort of legend of someone in the underworld usurping the power of the underworld and of the dead, and the mythology behind someone overthrowing Set, and it's Imhotep who does it. He fulfills that prophecy and becomes the king of the dead. So then when he's literally raising the ruins of ancient to already ancient Egypt, that just the imagery of him like raising the dead civilization.
Yeah. Okay, so to that, what I don't know. You're talking about doing like a prologue thing.
Yeah. It's a
So my only problem with that is it suggests it's prophecy that this was going to happen,
hmm.
and I don't know that this would be unprecedented,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Um,
But like the notion of like, okay, how did he overthrow Set? Like we would need to get somewhere in the movie. We kind of need to get a little bit of exposition or
mhm.
flashback to that happening. Um,
Oh,
and well, my notion is I know the gods aren't necessarily prepared for the afterlife the same way as pharaohs and stuff,
mhm.
but the idea of Imhotep getting Set's heart in a canoptic jar or something,
Mhm.
so he controls almost like a phylactery. Um,
Tell everyone what a phylactery
a
is.
phylactery. Well, I know a phylactery through fantasy fiction. A phylactery is where a lich keeps their heart.
A lich is a vampire.
A lich is a undead wizard.
Just everyone making their thesaurus or their
Am
the appendix of
I'm
all
just,
the footnotes in
I'm
this.
just gonna keep saying some other word that I have to then define.
Wait. Define it again. No, wait. Continue.
um, well, but
Oh,
so that's my notion. The way
yeah.
they put Pharaoh's organs in jars so that they would have them in the afterlife.
No,
I'm thinking
yeah.
rather than like, oh, Set's on a leash or something like that.
I
Like he controls him through having his heart in a jar or
now
something like that.
we've been mentioning that Osiris is actually the leader is the ruler of the underworld. Primary ruler of the underworld is Osiris.
Oh,
Set
oh,
is the master of chaos and destruction and deserts and yeah, chaos is who
ah,
Set is. So regardless, overthrowing the leader of the underworld, perhaps the mythology could be the prologue discussing this is the history that is necessary to understand what's about to happen. Could be putting Osiris or Set, one of them, into their throne, and there they have sat as it is believed, for all eternity. So then, if the throne of Osiris is discovered by some meddling gravediggers, and they like knock them off, like knock Osiris off the throne, kind of like grave robbers or whatnot,
hmm.
literally unseating him, creating the opportunity just enough in the underworld that would allow that wavering of power in our world for Imhotep to overthrow him.
I see. I think I see what you're doing. Am I? Am I misstepping by not wanting to have a mortal action kick it off?
Pitch me the other way about it. Then I could go either way. This is just like my first
Sure,
noodle
sure.
I threw out there.
Um, uh, right. Well, because you're not wrong in that original Mummy, the whole reason Imhotep gets out is because of meddling archaeologists and tomb robbers.
Yes, yeah.
Um, so that's a decent reason to do it. Let the dead stay dead. They're there for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
type thing. But my thought was, um, this is the bad guys doing entirely. This is coming from the other direction. This is nothing any mortals have done to bring this upon us.
Okay.
It's something like, okay, so Osiris Osiris runs the afterlife there, so he would have Imhotep locked away, and if Set is the Loki to just
In
do
Egyptian mythology,
yeah,
yeah.
um, he makes a deal with Imhotep to basically help him overthrow his brother.
Mm-hmm.
So um, so something has happened in the afterlife. So Osiris has been, to use the term, dethroned, and Set now sits at the top, and because of that, Imhotep is allowed to to
Go
to
rain
do what he
chaos.
wants. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is come back to Earth and rule.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Uh. Yeah. That is what I was thinking. I know that that's super broad strokes. That doesn't
No,
really.
well, I think what you've painted is the opening monologue, the opening prologue is that whole thing. That's what, because after that happens and we see Imhotep go, yes, boom, mummy title comes up, and then we cut to London, Oxford, or wherever Rick and Evie are, and now their story begins before the inciting incident that drags them back into this. Because everything you painted, we cannot. I guess we could, but you've painted, you've offered up what I'm suggesting is the prologue, as opposed to making it 30 minutes of the movie, make it 5.
I see. Yeah, I didn't see it needing to take up that much time. I don't see it as the prologue though. I actually see it as exposition that happens later. Rick and Evie need to catch up to what's happening. So here's what I'm thinking is for your opening.
Yeah,
it's the Magi, the remaining Magi in a temple, and something starts killing them. Right, like something starts. They're praying in some sort of temple, and something starts blowing out the torches or knocking out the lights, and killing them. And it's Imhotep coming back. So our Magi, I don't know if it's going to be the same the same guy again, or if it's a
Oded
new
Fair,
or if it's a new younger
Ardeth, right? Ardeth
Magi, yeah. Escapes, doesn't get killed, because that's the person who will explain this stuff.
Yeah,
to
Rick and Evie.
Yeah. I guess it won't have to be much further into the movie. But that would sort of be our cold open, and like we would see, like, oh, what's killing them? Oh crap, it's the mummies.
Mummies, I hate these guys.
Because they're turned into mummies, or something like that, or just the ghost of Imhotep shows up, or he possesses one of them, or that's my notion, and so then the Magi, either Rick and Evie, who are in England, I like that idea. They either get word and they're like, "Ruh-roh, we need to go check this out," or the Magi shows up.
Oh yeah,
to
for
speak
sure.
with them.
The Magi for sure shows up to get them. Like he's got all the way across Europe, from Egypt up through the Mediterranean all the way to the UK to find them.
Okay,
I think that's the way to go on that.
Great.
And he says, "Imhotep's back."
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And then movie.
Now, being set in the 50s, and it doesn't have to be an exact number. There is, the rebuilding of the world after World War II.
Oh, hang on. Because Imhotep's back and he has crazy mummy powers, I think what would make a more fun intro scene for Rick and Evie before the Magi even gets there, right? We get that whole intro. We get our opening credits. We may even get a little map showing or montage showing the Magi trying to make his way to England. But when we cut to England, it's them there in England, likely at Oxford or just at working at a museum or something like that. Maybe not. I don't know why Rick is there, but Evie is definitely there. And because they would have mummies on display, one of them comes to life, and they're like, "What is this?" Yeah, and they have to deal with that. And the Magi shows up after that to be like, "Imhotep's back."
Yeah,
you think?
Hey, let's. I like this, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. That we after the Magi hits the road, we cut to Rick specifically, and he is, well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's ricking it up. And the Magi finds him to say Imhotep's back, and he's like, "We got to get to Evie right now." Then hard cut to her at Oxford or wherever she's at, and then having the mummy attack happen there, so that she is fending it off when Rick and
would it be too much for the Magi to hunt down Rick somewhere in northern central Europe, reclaiming Nazi gold.
Like Rick is fighting the good fight to.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the idea of Rick O'Connell Nazi hunter. That's pretty fun. And Magneto did a great job in First Class.
Because he was it's
He's a soldier of fortune of types.
he's always been a treasure hunter.
Yeah.
So the idea of trying to get back the treasure that the Nazis stole.
Sure. Yeah. And then going to catch up with Evie.
Yeah. Or is that too distracting?
If the it's not too distracting, I just would get Evie closer to Rick as opposed to having to go from Egypt to Europe to England. We're just getting them all closer in proximity to each other, so we can get to them quicker. Get Rick and Evie together faster, as opposed to Magi finds Rick, and now another week passes, and then we find Evie, and then the mummy attack happens.
What do you think about going the other way? Magi finds Evie.
Oh, sure. Where's Rick?
Evie has her own mummy attack there in the museum.
Yes.
The Magi shows up.
Yes.
And okay, well, we got to go get Rick. Well, where is he?
He's
in
busy.
Austria.
Yeah.
And so then they have to show up there. Do you think it's too pat if we try to hit some of the same beats as the first movie, where like Rick's actually been captured by the bad guys?
I don't mind the first time we see Rick, he's captured by bad guys and he has to fight his way out of it.
Well, Evie and the Magi have to help rescue him.
Okay. But I think it's funny that the first watching him get punched in the face like Last Crusade, where the first time we see adult Indy, he's on that ship and he's getting his butt kicked. Cutting to Rick in the thick of it. Yeah. That's great. And
right, because Evie met Rick as he was about to be hung.
Right. So having the Magi find Evie first, get to her first.
Because she's a known quantity. Oh, she works.
I know exactly where she'll be.
At the British Museum.
Yeah, we got to go find Rick now. Well, where is he? Cut to, pow!
Yeah.
Oh, or is that all you got?
Honestly, it could just be somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, we don't need to say specifically where he is, but he's cleaning house.
Yeah.
And he's reclaiming.
Or having his clock cleaned.
But that would also allow us immediately to, if Jonathan's with him, Jonathan's the one he's the one who gathered the intel. So it's Jonathan and Rick working together. And it would allow us to add at least another supporting character to this story. Mm-hmm. That they're part of this Howling Commandos, to borrow the parlance of Captain America. But we could very quickly establish some of our supporting characters right here and now.
Sure.
Even if Evie has someone she's working with, whether or not we want to bring in their son, I don't have a desire one way or the other to keep him in it or keep him out of it. But getting to Rick, great. Imhotep, keeping his trajectory fresh. If his goal is just to raise Egypt, does he leave
and get revenge?
Yeah. Revenge is on the table.
Of course.
Yeah.
The thing is, if we're going to honor the second movie, that means Evie's soul is still a part of Anaxamun.
They were sisters.
Yeah, they were.
She wasn't. She and Anaxamun. Right.
And honestly, that's fine. It keeps Imhotep going after. I don't know how much it's an accepted theory. It's not mine. I forget where I heard it. I love the idea that in the first movie, the reason Imhotep sees Evie and thinks it's Anaxamun is because he has bad eyes. He took the eyes from the cowboy who needed glasses, who couldn't see without them. So because he's not wearing glasses, when he sees Evie, he thinks it's her. It's not her. Mm-hmm. That is so well, like just to have that planted and to not need to point it out,
right?
To just have that be a thing,
brilliant,
is so freaking good. And instead of doing that, the sequel went and said, "No, he recognized her as such because
she was reincarnated."
Yeah, yes. And that is, to me, it's a bit weird, but to me it's less clever to have it be fate,
right? When it comes into Chosen One territory, it muddies the waters of. I'm of the mind of anyone could be be a hero, could save the day, could save the world.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the reincarnated hero of a previous
And
generation.
and that's a reason I loved that first Mummy, because there was none of that.
Right.
And
I do
and why
enjoy
I turn on all
Mummy
the others,
Returns. Yeah. I do like Mummy Returns to just
It's got
for,
a couple. It's got
for
a
the
couple
record.
good bits.
But let's go back to
Yeah, yeah.
Imhotep's.
But so because that is a part of the story we're telling, he would definitely be also wanting to pursue Evie and Rick because of
yes, there's some parallels here that we've introduced inadvertently. Rick is trying to reclaim stolen items from the Jewish people to return them that were stolen by the Germans, right? And Imhotep is raising the ancient civilization and bringing back everything that was taken from Egypt. So the mummies that have been spread across Europe and whatnot that are on display in museums, he's calling them back.
Yeah.
So it's reclaiming a stolen civilization. So there's a little bit of thematic juxtaposition there in
All right.
in that.
Yeah.
So so once he reclaims, he wants to raise ancient Egypt to a glory it's never even seen before, to then take over the world. And we just dealt with a guy, a megalomaniac, psychopathic, world conquering evil, and now we got this to deal with.
That. Yeah,
it's a very well placed time period for people to go, oh man,
this again.
And here we thought in our actual timeline, like lucky for us, that sort of thing happened and it was gone and never came back.
Nope, never.
Never, ever, gone and buried.
Can't happen again.
Can't happen again. So anyway, is Imhotep, is revenge, it's not just raising it, does he seriously want to hunt them down and kill them?
I don't think it's not a priority. It's a B plot. It's a secondary thing.
Okay.
In fact, he might actually be wanting to lure them to him. So he's not pursuing them. He's not chasing them. He wants them to chase him.
But in order to keep them actively moving and fighting, they do have to keep being threatened by things. So my suggestion,
the thing is, they're oh well, okay, go ahead.
My suggestion of like calling back or controlling and reaching out to all the mummies and
well, yeah, that's what the first one was when it attacks Evie in the museum.
In the first one,
no, in our intro.
Oh yes, thank you. Sorry, I was like the first movie.
No.
Yes. So having other mummies around that are resurrected and pulled.
Sure, but my point is, we're not, once we have the gang back together.
Yes.
After finding Rick and Jonathan,
then we just go to Egypt.
Yeah,
we get them to Egypt.
Yeah, because it's not that hard to get from Europe to Egypt.
Tell Patton that. Thank you. That was history.
I mean, we could have a portion of the movie be that trip rather than just doing the dotted line on the map.
Well, both the original and Mummy Returns, and there is an element of traveling to get to at least to the halfway point of the movie, where then we are now here, like getting.
Well, but those were about getting away.
Oh, not necessarily, because in the second one they're trying to they're trying to get their kid back because
That's
they're
true.
heading to the center of the desert. Where
sure, but that was sort of the clock there, is we got to stop
before the sun sets, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit of travel is all I'm asking. So then we can see some boat fighting and train fighting and whatnot before we get to the sand and back to Egypt. That's it. I'm just saying a little bit of that on the road adventure.
Okay. Then I think what we need to do is, I really don't remember Mummy Returns well enough
okay.
to remember what it did and stuff like that. I think we need some anti-magi. I think there's a cult of Imhotep.
Hey, okay, yeah.
And maybe we see that in the intro as well. So they're right. So these bad guy priests infiltrated the Magi to help resurrect him. Here's what I want to plant this so that way we have some henchmen.
Yes.
Or because either either he has henchmen already sort of working in the world,
Mm-hmm.
or there's that many mummies that, like, there's some mummies on the train with us on our way to
No,
How did they get here?
You're right. You're right. Having henchmen to attack them and try to stop them along the way. The only reason those henchmen would be going there, though, is if Imhotep is made aware of Rick and Evie sooner. Or are they just going after the Magi? Like, when does Imhotep become aware of Rick and Evie?
That intro, the mummy that awakens and attacks Evie is Imhotep through projecting.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Now, as far as henchmen who are worshippers of this ancient Egyptian,
Yeah.
do we want them to be German? Do they want?
No.
Okay. I for one think we should avoid. We're going to have all these references to World War II, but let's keep.
You're gonna be the one putting them in. I'm avoiding them.
I don't want to put them in.
Okay.
Like the references, yes, because they're capturing
sure.
the gold and all that. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's as far as I want to take it. I don't want to see the badges and all that. Let's leave that to Indiana Jones to fight.
Yeah.
Having a group of anti-magi, a cult of Imhotep, hell yeah. I just wanted to say there is precedent to say within the German ranks that there was a group studying that shit.
Yes, there was.
And so if we felt compelled to make them the henchmen, we could have. I'm saying no.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. If we bring in any politics to it, weirdly, I would want it to be Cold War referencing Cold War stuff. So it would be Russian.
Sure.
So I don't know if that's an adversary to bring in, like even in that intro where O'Connell and Jonathan and what's their kid's name?
I don't know.
Because the thing is, might as well just make him a part of the treasure hunting crew as well.
Yes. Henry? No.
No, that's Indiana Jones.
George? No. Talk, Jim.
John, Paul, Ringo. Anyway, that doesn't I got distracted by that detail. Which feels bad because that character should probably be
Alex.
more.
Everyone's screaming at us.
Right.
I heard you through time and space. It's Alexander.
That's right, Alexander.
Which makes perfect sense given Evie's proclivity to love Alexander and or the ancient Egyptian era.
Basically, we could plant it early enough that there is a counter treasure hunting group, basically chasing down this Nazi treasure as well from the Russian side.
Okay, so we can have anti-magi and alternative treasure hunters.
Yes,
which gives us multiple points of antagonism.
Yeah,
cool. I like that.
What I'm not sure of, like I know it's a whole Allies Axis kind of not Axis thing, but like Britain was allied with the U.S. is allied with the U.S. throughout the Cold War, but I don't know how much that Russian threat was a thing.
We can play a little fast and loose with.
How much did James Bond fight Russians?
Quite a bit
from Russia. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Having the
and in fact, so the Russians win in there, right? They're fighting over the Nazi gold. That's why Rick's in trouble because the Russians had managed to get whatever it is and get away, and Rick's in trouble. So that's Evie shows up, and Jonathan's like, "Oh, good thing you're here." Rick's in trouble.
Rick's in trouble. Of course he is. Having the lead treasure hunter be someone who's lamenting that there are no more tombs to.
You're going to do an anti Alexander the Great?
Kinda. That
sure.
He's to find out that Egypt is being raised from the literal grave would excite him for all the treasure he can now steal. Like he's like, my grave robbing days were done. I miss the sand. I miss the adventure. and having him, that gives him a little bit of motivation to also want to get to Egypt and still be a problem along the way. It's not just about hating Rick O'Connell or Jonathan, or Alex. He can hate one of these people.
Actually, that could actually okay. Then maybe that's a part of maybe the scene where they pick up Rick is more pivotal than we initially thought. I was thinking it was just going to be a fun, flashy scene to reintroduce the characters and get them out of a little bit of fun and games trouble.
I think it's a way to introduce another antagonist.
If when the Magi shows up, talks to Evie, and when they say we have to find Rick, it's because they basically put a plan together. Like they have a map. Like, okay, Imhotep's here. These are these things. All of these things that you're saying are being raised. Those were always just in those. They were always. I always had theories, but clearly it's real. And this is where we're gonna have to go. So then when they show up in somewhere in Eastern Europe, the Russians, this Russian treasure hunter, doesn't just get one up on Rick as they're leaving. Oh, Evie. Hello, good seeing you here. Give us that map, please, by gunpoint.
Give us the map.
Now go be with your husband.
Go be with husband.
For as long as that lasts.
Yes, good luck.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now. Do Stevania.
So now we've given the bad guys the path to the treasure. Our good guys need to get out of this little situation.
And then get there
Then they have to, Evie needs to remember as much as she can about the plan. So now we have a real clock.
Yeah. And then adding in I'm saying it out loud, I'm just acknowledging it. I don't think we're adding too much. Having the cult of Imhotep, because our little treasure hunting B plot here, I like it because it's staying true to the previous mummies, where I can't remember 3 very well, but at least in the 2 previous, there's always some treasure hungry bad guy, like asshole who's problematic but not the true threat here. So having the cult of Imhotep coming up with mummy powers and attacking the train and attacking the boat and what have you,
and of course they're attacking the O'Connells and not the Russian, because
the Russians,
there's no vendetta.
Yeah, there. Why are you attacking those guys? They're these guys too.
They want your treasure too. We don't know who they are.
Know it. Imhotep. And okay, so they're gonna make it to Egypt, and now it's time to.
And then they find Imhotep and they punch him in the face.
Yay!
Movie
the end. Okay, getting them to Egypt. I'm gonna throw it to a break right now.
Okay.
So having them reunite with Rick and getting them on the road, having an encounter with the cult of Imhotep, and dealing with these Russian treasure hunters. It gives us some activity to move us towards Imhotep, to stop him, right?
Yeah.
I think we need to flesh out. Well, we'll need to keep discussing.
Yeah, no, I'm having some ideas. I'm thinking this whole road to Egypt is. I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like you're seeing it being a longer part of the movie. I see it being very short.
No, yeah, 15 minutes. I'm not thinking
if even to me, it's like it finishes up Act 1.
We can split hairs on the length of it.
No, we need to decide it before the break. No, it's fine.
I want to get him to Egypt just as much as you do. Yeah. I just want the road there to have a couple of obstacles. I'm not saying this is the majority of the movie, because I want at least 2/3 of this movie to be in the sand.
Yeah,
I want them to get to Egypt. So whether you're calling it the end of Act 1 and I'm calling it the beginning of 2.5,
sure.
I don't know what to tell you, but we don't have to decide that exactly. But yes. We're getting them to Egypt, and now there's a plan that needs to be. We need to know more about what Imhotep's doing here.
I'm already percolating.
Okay, let's take 5 right here. We're going to take 5. You listening, you're just going to take a quick 60 to listen to some commercials from our beloved network.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
Okay. So, they are not just going to Egypt to go up to Imhotep and sock him in the jaw. That's not how you beat a friggin'
demigod
wizard from come back from the afterlife again. So this whole things being risen out of the sand and stuff, a part of what Evie postulates in the beginning with their plan is that that this is happening verifies that there is this other temple. I don't remember if they did a thing with Osiris in Returns or not. But it could be a temple to Osiris, or another god, or another character that way, or a pyramid of light, and make up a reverse thing. And that's where they're going. So the Russian wants to go there to loot it. Our good guys want to go there to get the MacGuffin to defeat Imhotep.
Yeah.
And the cult wants to get there to stop it from being used to stop Imhotep.
Yeah. There's no in Mummy and Mummy Returns, there's no direct connection to Osiris. They never really explored him directly in the two that we're mostly referencing. So
great. We can do what you said. There is a temple with the throne of Osiris. It's called the throne of Osiris. Theories as to what that is. Things like that, and that's where they're trying to get to. So the MacGuffin is that throne. How about that?
Yeah. The throne of Osiris. So the Mummy subtitle the throne of Osiris.
Not bad.
The Mummy Resurrection.
Yeah.
No.
How many movies have resurrection as the subtitle?
Too many. Resurrection, the movie. The Resurrection. Passion of the Christ.
Re-resurrected.
Passion of Christ 2, Resurrection. Okay, so the doodad that they got to get to they got to put Osiris back on the throne.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bless you.
Thank you. Whatever that is.
Now, do we want...
So that's where they're trying to get to.
They're trying to find this temple and now Imhotep could very well be standing on this throne. Like they're sitting on this throne already. He could already have it. Or is this something that's elsewhere that they got to get him to?
I think it should be something. I think it should be something that is elsewhere.
Okay.
He is currently in Cairo,
Sure.
Cairo or Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cairo because the little bit of tangential research I've done on Egypt and mummies and stuff, strangely unrelated to the mummy. Cleopatra, her throne was in Alexandria,
Mm-hmm.
But in Imhotep's time, which was much, much, much earlier,
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria was no big deal.
Yeah. So putting the tomb of Osiris in Alexandria in a different place that Imhotep wouldn't really.
Oh, and I think this should be further out in the desert. This is a long lost place.
Okay, gotcha.
Like a place older than even Imhotep.
It would be. What about this for them locating it and starting the ritual to rethrone Osiris, and Imhotep is wherever he's doing his thing and suddenly senses it and like no, and just rips it across all the desert to try to just like a freaking sandstorm. That's for you, Samira. Just detects, like, starts to feel the pull, like his power shifting back to Osiris appearing in the throne, and then Imhotep just tears it across the desert to get there for what would be our climax of the movie, is that he shows up to be like, no, you will not reseat him. I am the Lord of the Underworld now. Because in Returns, he wants the power of the Scorpion King in order to rule, like have the power to raise an army and whatnot of his own, the Scorpion King's army, and they take that away from him, and he's like, I guess I'm going to hell now. Bye.
Okay, so to use that as context, what we're doing here, Imhotep has returned to Earth already with the power of Set, with basically the army of Set.
Yes, yeah. Oh, okay, right. Go ahead. But reseeding Osiris
will right. It's Loki secretly dethroned Odin,
right,
and had all the power. That's basically I don't want to make our story sound that much of a ripoff, but to use a parallel, that's what we're doing. Osiris has been pulled off the throne. Set's
Set is sitting
getting up
on
to
it.
his godly god realm shenanigans
Mhm.
because of it, and our mortals are going to try to set things right.
So,
In the meantime,
yeah,
Imhotep.
I heard it to everyone. He said set things right, but he didn't know he did it.
Oh, you're right. Oh.
Imhotep, meanwhile.
So now Imhotep, who is mortal made immortal, wants to. He sees this happening, wants to stop that.
Do you suppose it's worth having Osiris and Set be tangible in this so that we can have a throwdown with all these gods in place?
I was thinking about that. Are we going a little too gods of Egypt? Are we moving away from the mummy and just moving into animal head people fight?
How about this?
Because
yes.
I was also going to bring
Oh.
up my favorite is Sobek having a crocodile man. Oh, crocodile men are awesome.
How about this? In order to reseat Osiris on the throne, they need to find the mortal form of Osiris. They have to find the mummy of Osiris in order to literally put Osiris back on the throne. So it gives us another mummy. Like, it's not finding I like your animal head fights is a fun. You've just evoked a lot of cool stuff from like Moon Knight and even the Stargate movie. I know it's whatever.
Oh, that was the thing I was going to mention on our break. I don't know what that dial thing you have over there is. Yeah.
Yes.
But it made me think of Stargate.
Yeah.
And I was like, no one's ever asked for a Stargate mummy crossover.
It's right there.
Yeah, it is.
This is my e-meter.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's just a sound machine. But having to keep the mummies involved as opposed to animal head fights, having to find... In fact, that might be our intro, is the Magi telling the story of Osiris taking the throne, something to do with a human form. We can make up our own mythology here for this, that there is a mummy of Osiris somewhere that they can somehow find and put back on the throne. And if they literally put it's a little bit of a callback to Anaxunamun's mummified body being used to try to bring her back, and having like, I'm trying to keep a mummy involved here.
Sure. No, and I like and appreciate that.
Yeah.
Rather than it being the mummy of a god.
Yeah. It's the mortal form of a god.
More cults.
More cults. More cults, so everyone.
The Magi can talk about how I don't know how much of this needs to be said in the movie, but what I'm imagining is the Magi, they are there to make sure things stay in their place. The gods stay in the afterlife and the mortals stay here. Mm-hmm. They don't mess with each other. They're not really about worshiping or pushing any particular faction's agenda. Mm-hmm. The cult of Imhotep is very much about, let's get Imhotep going.
Right.
What the Magi can talk about is there used to be the priesthood of Osiris.
Okay.
And so they need to find, and it is no more. It's long gone. Mm-hmm. But there is the tomb of the last Osiris.
Oh, the tomb of the last Osiris might not be a great subtitle, but it's close.
I'm thinking the last high priest of that the good guy cult.
Sure.
Is where they need to get that guy. They need to get that corpse, that mummy, and put it on the throne.
Great. To try to streamline this just a little bit, why
can't it be the Magi?
I was going to suggest that the founder of the Magi was the final priest. That the Magi are rooted in the soldiers of Osiris.
I don't know why I was separating them from it, but that's fine.
Just an easy streamline so we don't have all these cults running around.
Right. Jedi, Sith, always keep it two. Yeah. 2 sides. No more than 2 sides.
And also, in the cult
actually, I feel myself getting like a little jaded about that, but that's fine.
What? That I just suggested?
No, not what you did.
Oh, okay.
Just generally, storytelling wants to simplify, and I, on one hand, I get it, but I think that is lazy world building. Let there be bunches of factions. Sure. Why is it always 2 sides?
Fair, because it's not in the real world. It isn't, but in fiction,
even in the places where people think it is only 2 sides, it's not only 2 sides.
Sure, not even in Star Wars.
Not even in, well, they keep going back and forth. There's reductionists and there's
Yeah. Anyhow,
fractionalists.
the
Sorry.
final Osiris,
Yeah.
the original Magi,
Mm-hmm.
finding also the cult of the worshippers of Imhotep.
I guess the reason I was thinking it wouldn't be that connected to the Magi is because if it was, it wouldn't be lost. It wouldn't be a thing that they have to find.
Well, the tomb could still be missing. Like they Magi have been around for centuries at this point. It
And they
has been,
lost it?
yeah.
Their whole thing is to keep track of things
We
like
were
this?
keeping track of that shit. It got buried in the sands of time. I see. Okay.
No. This is, we don't have to indulge my pet peeves. I understand that I need to bury this deep down.
Like a good Midwest Catholic.
Yes.
There you go. Could the cult of the evil cult, instead of being a cult of Imhotep worshippers, which I'm not against per se, but I'm going to suggest that they might be Set's cult, the cult of Set,
so
a chaos cult.
that makes sense as to why they didn't show up previously.
Mm-hmm.
It could be.
Okay.
I don't see why not. Although where have they been? I guess where have they been either way?
It just creates creates a tiny little bit of loyalty to Set, not Imhotep. The only reason that they're following Imhotep is because Imhotep is Set's soldier on Earth. And if Imhotep slips even an inch the wrong way, those soldiers can then go, never mind. I don't know if that's necessary. It's just the idea.
Why do you want to create a situation where Imhotep does slip in the end and they turn on him? Is that what you're trying to do?
He gets mauled by his own mummies in the first one, and then he fails and he kind of just, even Rick tries to save him in the second one. He's like, nah, forget it. I'm just going to hell. But he gets hoisted on his own petard in every movie, and having him not have his army anymore during the climax, if they take it away from him, we don't have to do that. I'm just suggesting that if this is a cult of Set's worshippers, there's that risk that could be the case. But
sure,
at the same time, if we want to play with some allegory and themes, a group of people waiting for Imhotep to return, and they've been waiting 30 years, there's some parallels to reality that we can play with in that.
There's something not nihilistic to me about a cult that worships like
it's a cult of personality, and not a cult of a demon.
Well, it's sort of somewhere between. It's like the reason they worship this guy is because he surmounted this gulf between mortal and immortal.
Yeah.
Like, we want to be like this guy.
Yeah. I think having the cult of Imhotep is probably better than the cult of Set.
Like to the point that they're willing to undermine gods in the name of their weird king.
Their weird king. Arnold Vosloo, the actor who played him. So eventually our final confrontation here, we don't have to jump to that right now if we don't want to, but getting if they find the mummy of Osiris to put on the throne, and then Imhotep senses it and rushes to this forgotten tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have our final set piece. Is Rick going to get to punch this guy?
Set piece.
I saw that one. I did it too. We have our Russian treasure hunters to deal with. We have some evil culty people to deal with. And of course, we have our all-powerful Imhotep to deal with.
Do we want to do some janky movie stuff?
I love janky movie stuff.
What do you think about the idea? They get the mummy onto the throne just in time. That's happening moments before, a scene before. Terrible situation. Jonathan gets hurt/killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like hurt, like mortally wounded kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then our big fight. I was thinking Rick at first. That's a little too on the nose. I would rather keep Rick like a Han Solo. There is no magic to him. He's just a badass.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So instead, Osiris, his mummy gets on the throne, but instead of the mummy standing up and us having a mummy fight,
Yeah.
Imhotep shows up, and the mummy, the spirit of the mummy is there, and it goes into Jonathan because as much as if Evie is this faded soul,
Mm-hmm.
why would her brother
Not be.
yeah, like how much yeah, I'm right was the name of the story of Jesus' brother, or the book according to Bert, was it, or
It's like a Chad Vader situation. I know
yeah,
what you're talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
So I figure something about Jonathan, not necessarily that he's prophesied for anything, but
Mhm.
because of his lineage, the relation, Osiris is able to step into Jonathan, and he will be the one to have the magic fight with Imhotep.
I think that's fun, especially if both Evie and Rick assume it's their destiny to do this because of the previous movies, that Rick was destined to find Evie, or like the Magi asks him that riddle and he's like, why did I know the answer to that? It's because you, my friend, I shouldn't do the accent. I'm sorry, are fated to be a traveler and a protector of like, if they just assume, hey, our destiny, and the movie audience expects us to be the heroes in the end, and then
I love subverting expectations.
when the moment happens and it's Jonathan's like, whoa. No.
Or and I like that because I feel like Jonathan hasn't been allowed to have anything like that.
Yeah, he gets to read the book that gets the last spell to control the mummies in the first one. He helps Alex in the second one with the same book reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're overstepping and that's where he should stay, he can do. I guess he could be that. Would it be too pat to have it be Alex?
I like the idea of John Hannah, who's also in his 60s, getting to be the badass in the end.
Okay.
Alexander does feel like, if I remember, I only saw the Jade Empire movie once in theaters, and they did try to hand off the franchise to Alexander to be the hero. Perhaps we could do it better if we want.
I'm not sure that we could.
Yeah.
Well, also, I feel like the demand, if not explicitly said, the spirit of it is to revisit and be that first one.
Yes, our demand here did name specifically Brendan and Rachel Weisz.
And it's not like Jonathan's going to keep Osiris powers.
No, if we give him the magic of it,
yeah, he'll do the final fight. Osiris will heal him, and they win.
Or I'm going to suggest this. I don't know if I love this idea. They pass it off, like they relay it, where they all get a chance to be the god for a moment.
What did they do that in?
Where they're just passing it along,
Didn't that happen in a Marvel?
Maybe. Did it happen in a Marvel?
I can't remember.
It probably makes more sense that Alexander be our.
I'm thinking of a DC. I'm thinking of Shazam.
Oh yes, right. Where they all get the Shazam powers.
Yeah.
It probably makes more sense for Alexander to do it just because he's the younger, strapping young man that would be physically capable of doing this. Not that it wouldn't be fun to watch John Hannah suddenly turn into a superhero and mummy fight.
Well, the thing is,
Imhotep.
right? He's also going up against Imhotep, who isn't necessarily doing acrobatics here. So maybe it's more like a wizard fight, and they're controlling armies of Sets and Osirises.
The demand asks that I feel like we need to see Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz getting the final punch 'em up action sequence here. And that's not to say they couldn't achieve that through Rick having a gunfight with some punching, and Rachel Weisz and Evie having a magic fight with someone, and then because we also have our treasure hunters to deal with that Rick could be shooting, and we have our Magi fighting evil monks. So we do have enough players on the board for everyone to get an action out of this.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
But we still need to beat the holy hell out of Imhotep. So who's the right person to do that? Is it Rick? Since this is what I'm saying? Like this is our the big decision to make here is who gets to finally take this guy out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Uh,
How could we make it be all three?
They Voltron into all the gods.
Yep. Super mummy.
They all have animal heads.
Yep.
Super mummy. If okay, we're talking about raising. So Imhotep needs to be destroyed by his own hubris, right? He's given the powers by Set to go to Earth and raise the ancient Egypt,
And he
back,
and he does,
and he succeeds in that. And perhaps at the end of this, we don't sink the desert back to, or we don't sink the world back into the desert. We leave it for them to explore, and
alternate universe.
We do an alternate universe history where we maintain all the pyramids and the fortresses and the palaces have all been raised, and now Evie's going to have, if the treasure hunter was lamenting there are no more spoils to steal from temples, and Evie is at a place of like, I know history is vast and never ending, but I do feel like I've reached the point of everything I could know about this era that I love so much. She gets a gift in the end. The treasure hunter gets to get buried in the sand like a jerk. There might be in her arc of, if we leave all the temples up, she's got, oh my God, I'll never run out of things to explore here.
I don't think we should leave the temples. I know it's the whole return to status quo thing, but I feel like Osiris, before taking the power back and being done with everything, there are too many secrets here to leave to the mortal realm without guardianship.
All that history.
Yeah,
but she does get a little bag of goodies that, on the back of the camel.
And the very end is Benny waking up after 30 years and being, oh, I can get out. And then the pyramid sinks again and he's unable to make it. What a weird nihilistic cameo they put in there.
I feel bad for the guy. check. Oh, hold on a minute. Everyone. Okay. Sorry. I thought the recording stopped.
Oh that would have been bad.
We're all right. We're good. Do we want? Okay, so let's say Jonathan gets to punch him up while shooting is happening and magic is happening. What about Osiris actually coming, like actually manifesting, and that's who finally has the throwdown with Imhotep? That the true form of Osiris shows up, and they're the ones who have the final smash them up.
Well, that becomes the animal head fight.
Right. No?
You want to do that?
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going back to, do we want to see Osiris? I like the idea of Osiris appearing and saying, no, I got to put everything back. Thank you. But also do you see any value of him showing up?
No, in fact, I'm even kind of pulling back from giving Jonathan magic powers in the finale as well. Because you bring up a good point. And I think what makes The Mummy so fun and why I sour on each one after that is because it gets more magical as it goes. And a part of what makes the pulp of it so much fun is that these are people.
Sure.
Evie's smart. Jonathan's Rick is strong and brave, and Jonathan is scheming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets them through. That's what is really fantastic about those characters.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally, if we could do that, I would like to, I guess it's right, because I'm also trying to honor Returns, which does introduce mysticalness to these characters. I don't just want to, well, I kind of do, but I feel it's not fair, not nice, not honorable.
Yeah.
To not acknowledge those bits of the story.
Let's try this. I'm with you on this, and the idea that we can more scuffle as opposed to making it a superhero fight. I think you're on the right thing. You're the right track is that we should have them scuffle, not superhero fight. We get to the temple. We have the throne of Osiris. They tried to put the mummy of the mummy of the up there to like reseat Osiris and overthrow Set. Imhotep shows up. And he's like, "No, I will not be foiled again." And the having the Evie getting to do a little bit of like reading from the book, not shooting blasts out of her hands, but actually trying to get some control over the cult or over the mummies or what have you. Having that book realization of getting the mummy on the throne was the plan. The revelation in the climax is whoever sits on the throne gets it. So then Jonathan is like, "What do you mean whoever? It just says whoever sits on it gets it." So now it's a race to the throne. So then Rick is like, "Someone get on that throne before he does."
Sure.
So now we have a literal race across the temple. Like it's just a temple hall. There's the throne right there. And they are like Rick tackling Imhotep. So then Jonathan gets ahead and a cult member tackles Jonathan, and Evie's like ducking and weaving, and like everyone's just scrambling to get to the throne. And it's it's a brawl. Like Imhotep does have his powers, but the panic scuffle that all of this is Rick getting a shot across the chin on Imhotep's face, and like, you know, see, like the scramble to get up on that throne. I don't have where to go there, because then it's like, well, who ends up on it is also a question I don't have an answer to. But the notion of them all just tripping each other and tripping over each other and punching to try to get to that, who's going to sit on that damn thing. And maybe it's the Magi who does. Maybe it's Abeth who sits on it.
I'm having thoughts.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to split that up a bit more. I think like that right in. So when we get to that scene, that is sort of the main thing. But I think what makes it fun is we need several things happening at once. So instead of everyone in this big cloud of fight jumbling toward the throne,
right?
I would way rather have 2 or 3 things going on that are essentially like, Rick's racing toward the throne, but Evie's over there trying to solve this riddle or cast this spell, and Jonathan's over here trying to unlock a thing, and Imhotep can't get over there because he's mystically locked out, like at the threshold of the room or something like that. So
he's like throwing cult members at it, and then mummies at it, and Anubis-looking guys at it, just like because he can't break through the barrier. Yeah, that's fun.
And a notion occurs to me at one point, slightly earlier. Maybe the Russian treasure hunter gets sort of bennied by Imhotep, as in like he doesn't get turned into a supernatural thrall, but he's all like, yeah, I'll swear allegiance to you. Sure. I'll help you out.
Give me some of that gold.
So he's the one running for the throne, and spaghetti at the wall. This doesn't have to be. What if he's the one who gets to the throne?
Oh no!
And everyone's like, oh no,
the Russian.
But then he sits in the throne and he gets the Osiris power. That means Osiris possesses him. And he's like,
yes,
okay. Cool. Why are y'all like, all right, Set, you're a bad guy. No, you're my minion. No, I'm Osiris.
Yeah.
This is just a vessel. Or is that too subversive, and it undermines the hurrah of the moment?
It's a good I think, okay, if the notion is put Osiris the mummy up on the throne, Osiris will get the throne in the underworld. That's what they think is going to happen.
Yeah.
Then when the revelation in that moment is whoever sits on it gets the throne, and everyone's scrambling to it, the audience will believe it's a race to that throne, and whoever gets it gets the power. So when the Russian gets on it, it's all is lost. Like, no, the bad guy who's working with Imhotep got it. And he's like, yeah, I got it. I feel, and then Osiris possesses him. Then the actual reading was incorrect. It's not like, it's not that you get the throne and the power. It's you are the vessel now.
Yeah.
And if we are strategic in how that information is doled out, when it comes to that, there might be someone who figures it out early.
Actually, it could literally be moments earlier.
Yeah.
Evie's like, wait. Rick, no! Like Rick's about to sit down, and so he
What do you
hesitates.
mean, no?
The Russian pushes him out of the way, gets in the seat.
What is happening? And then Osiris rises.
And right, so then we can have some stuff here at the end of this. Our Russian's fate is sealed. It's not that Osiris lets him go. It's like, thanks, vessel, you're done. It's like, and now you shall be mummified. So the Russian gets turned into a mummy, and he is the new last priest of Osiris,
and is seated on the throne.
Yeah.
You will have the throne. You will sit upon the throne for eternity. Yeah, literally. Oops. So then Osiris and then Imhotep is like, no.
So then Imhotep's like, no. Set needs to show up and either supercharges Imhotep, like breaks the threshold, like, go on, buddy, go get him, or Set himself shows up to fight Osiris. The only reason I don't like that is I feel like we're sidestepping all of our characters to have gods fight.
I don't want the gods to fight.
No.
Like it's once that and the Russian gets on there and it's like, and Osiris appears and says, oh, here we go.
Are we being too Deus Ex Machina with this?
No, because if we lay this all out correctly, the information is always there. Like this isn't something they figure out in the last 15 minutes. It is information we spread out through the movie as they're solving the puzzle of how we're going to defeat Imhotep. We got to get the mummy. If we get the mummy, we put it on the throne. If we put it on the throne, we get the power. Like this isn't all decided here. It's spread out. But Osiris appears in the Russian's body and says, I'm thank you, vessel. This is my throne again. And with that, I banish the power of Set, leaving. And he comes and goes, and now the wall that was preventing Imhotep from getting through drops, and now Imhotep is mortal again.
Okay.
And now
not again.
Yeah. And now we can have them punch him up if we want, or get rid of Imhotep quickly. But now it still comes back down to Rick, Evie, Imhotep, Jonathan.
Does it feel like good pulpy justice, or is it undermining it? So we had all that. We had all the supernatural mummies fighting and stuff like that. But now the power is left Imhotep. Osiris is like, and my business here is done. Bye. Yep. And so now it's all just back to mortals.
Yes.
And it's Imhotep and several cult members who they're jazzed at first, right? Here we are with our
wizard.
Yeah. We're gonna do something against the O'Connells, Jonathan, the Magi, Alex, maybe a couple more. But then when Imhotep can't do anything, his cult deflates almost immediately, and they abandon him.
Abandon him or turn on him? I think abandon him. If Imhotep's left there completely impotent, all right, and facing the O'Connells, Rick could almost feel bad for him. Almost feel bad for him.
So do they just punch him? Do they put him in jail?
In jail?
You're going to mummy jail.
You're going to mummy jail.
Do they kill him?
Oh, okay, wait. Maybe there could be one final thing about, maybe one little bit of wizardry left. That Imhotep has now been lowered to his most mortal status, the wizard that he was ancient times ago. And okay, I'm going to say it. This is probably not a good idea, but I'm going to say it. They can say, we're not going to fight you. This is your temple. You can have it because you can't leave it. And Imhotep is left here you go. You got a throne. You can sit here all you want. You can.
But it's the Osiris throne.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he get that power?
I'm trying to keep him trap him.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. But and also, now that he's mortal, he wouldn't be trapped supernaturally.
Well, no, I would I'm creating a supernatural scenario where it's almost like the seal in Last Crusade, where if Imhotep is in the and that threshold he couldn't cross.
I see what you're saying.
He crossed it, and now he can remain immortal on that side of the line, And even if he like reaches for Rick and his hand starts to mummify and he pulls it back.
Oh, so in that final fight, what Set does when Osiris shows up, so Set's all like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing."
Yeah.
He he gives a power to Imhotep and his followers to be able to be unkillable. You are immortal.
You're immortal.
You are immortal here in the throne room.
Yes.
You cannot be stopped. So our big fight is Rick stabbing dudes and shooting dudes, and they do not go down.
Yeah. Yep. Keeping that PG-13 rating, great.
So then when it all gets taken away, you're still immortal in this temple. But what happens at first, like, right, Osiris says all that, and I was like, it's just you five versus us five. And so his final loyal cultists chicken out, and at least one of them, or maybe more, runs for it. Yep.
And dusts.
Yeah.
So then when Imhotep I still like the imagery of him reaching across the line.
Like he would.
And his hand goes skeletal and he pulls it back and he's like, no! And the O'Connells just leave him sitting there.
I think so. There's some details to suss out about that.
Yeah.
But I like that. What?
Yeah. They and if Evie has the sadness that she doesn't get to study all these places, we can leave. She does get a new book out of it or something, like the Book of Osiris or something, like another artifact or a set of artifacts that she can get.
I know that there were already two. There was the Book of the Dead,
yes,
which was the black, and then there was
the Book of Life.
The Book of Life. So there's already that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can find an
artifact. Just something to
another tchotchke.
Yeah, but thinking we'd have to step back and think of our characters of like what their wants and needs and all this, and going back to smart, brave, and scheming.
Yeah.
Whatever we give Alexander or what have you, like, and just breaking them down to these very simple adjectives.
Yeah.
And how do we fulfill their story in the end?
And we will do that.
And we will do that. I love the idea of Evie and Rick just still being so much in love with each other, and that they are partners through and through. They support each other through and through. This is a weird comparable, but I'm going to use it. Have you ever seen Game Night?
Yeah.
Game Night, Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman's characters love and support each other no matter what. And it's such a great, it's great. The movie's great for that there's no contrived, are we getting a divorce or any of that nonsense? Like, they are just,
we're on the rocks. So our arc is to find each other again.
No. These two just are there for each other. And I don't know narratively where that puts us, but because they don't have anything to overcome between the two of them. Maybe together they have to overcome relevancy to what is our place in a world that's leaving us behind. We're in our 60s now.
Maybe. So let's talk about the meta of that a little bit. I think we're revisiting this movie at this demand, not because we want to see how these characters sunset.
No, yeah, I don't.
We want to relive those glory days.
Yes.
And we don't want to relive them in some sort of looking back nostalgic way. Let's have a cool movie.
Yeah.
I think we ignore that.
You're right.
We ignore all that.
100%. You're right.
And we just go have a cool adventure. And they support each other. Honestly, we can even rip off some Game Night. Evie could accidentally shoot Rick in the arm. Be like, "That's okay.
It's okay.
That's
babe.
okay.
It's okay, babe." No, you're right. We should not even have a discussion about their feeling like they're at the end. It's the miles and the years now, honey.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones style. We're not sunsetting they're going to do this forever. It's why Dead Reckoning, the Final Reckoning, the seventh or eighth Tom Cruise. Why would I not know that off the top of my head?
I don't know. Like I'm worried about
I
you.
hurt. But the fact that finale doesn't really feel like a finale.
Yeah.
That we can keep going. And I think that's how this is that there might be some people who are dissatisfied that we once again left Imhotep on the table, but you know what? I think it's okay. Having him be there to Hannibal Lecter the next movie.
Well, like we can even word something about how when Osiris ends the whole thing, like he clearly doesn't stop Set's magic of making them immortal. but he's all like, but now I'm going to watch over you, and you're not going to get up to any of your shenanigans again. So now he will be immortal in this temple.
It's
And
his
he can't
prison.
do, like, literally, he can't do anything because Osiris stops him from doing anything.
Every time he tries.
Your only choice actually is to step out and die.
The exit's right there, man.
Yeah.
You can have it if you want it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
All right.
I don't know if I'm if we've come to a satisfying ending or if I've just run out of steam. Didn't really do anything for Alex. He's just there, supporting his mom and dad.
And I'm here too.
Yep. No, he's a full-grown man now.
And I'm here too. Okay, well, Chimera over at Sandstorm Darude Studios. How did we do? It is up to you now to decide and tell us, but also you other listeners, those who have just listened, what did we miss? What do you like what we did here? Did we miss a detail?
We didn't put in bits like who's the person that they know to help transport them across the desert in front of the Imhotep sandstorm.
Right, because we have it's a water thing in the second one with the blimp guy. And that's where when we meet Rick and Jonathan and Alex with our supporting characters, we can create our little ragtag group. I don't want 5-6 characters, maybe a second one. Maybe Alex's wife is there too. That it's a family affair still. Or I don't want grandkids involved in this. We don't need to add a kid now.
No.
But there could even be a subplot within Alex's story that
maybe
he sees.
Actually, I don't mind saddling Alex with all that stuff. Maybe he does have a wife and kids.
Well, I was going to suggest a wife at least, and that he can look to his mom and dad constantly and be like, look how in love they are, and they're traveling the world together. Like, that's what I want. And
sure,
maybe he has a conflict within his relationship of like, and I want to settle down and stop putting our life in danger. Boring. I don't know. That's a little trite. I don't love that, but giving Alex somewhat of a story arc of what he's going through as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's something we're hand waving it.
I've conquered the world of treasure. Now I must conquer the world of domesticity.
But what do you think, dear listener? I think that's going to do it for this episode, but we'd love to know if we met the demand today. So you can hit us up if you agree or disagree, or think that we might have missed something or whatever. And how are you going to do that? You're going to message us directly at studiodemandsit.com or on Instagram at studiodemandsit. If you're not already, hey, man, we've been doing this for 7 seasons. You should totally subscribe.
Yeah.
Where are you listening to this? Just hit the little follow button. Come on. And if you feel like giving us a review, you can do that too. 5 stars go a long way. Just saying. You can also find us on YouTube and TikTok, where we occasionally post video content.
It's been known to happen.
It's been known to happen, including material not heard here on the show. But you know what? If you really want to have a conversation with us, Jim, what can people do?
Come on over.
Where?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Dust it off.
I have a part. I have a part in this. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Yep. Come on over to the well-moderated Discord server, which we have a link to at our website, but our website's changed now.
We will. StudioDemands.com will be back up and running.
Oh, well, okay. So at StudioDemands.com, there should be an invite link to the Discord server. Come on over, or the Reddit subreddit at r/StudioDemandsIt. And say some stuff. Yeah. And I'll look at it. And what are some I might even say some stuff back.
Tell us what your mummy sequel ideas are.
Absolutely.
Because it's happening. They are working on it.
It's true. Let's beat them to the punch. Let's get our forecasts, predictions, and druthers out there.
Yes. A massive thank you to David, and he's the godfather that makes this all happen and everything that he does for us. And you can check out a bunch of the other shows within our network here, such as Another Zelda podcast. There's a D&D show that's going to be coming soon, returning to. There's a whole plethora of shows that are being produced that are all great and wonderful, like another Pokemon podcast.
Yeah.
Are you into that sort of? You into the Pokemon Pocket Monsters? Think about it.
I'm going to be soon. I think there's a thing going in at Universal.
In conjunction with Nintendo Land or Mario Land.
I think so.
Oh, cool. I've never played a single game of Pokemon.
No?
Never. When it became popular was just around the time I didn't have time for Game Boy anymore.
Early on, one of my friends in school bought a Game Boy and Pokemon to play, and I borrowed it one day, and it just became mine. And that's how I came to possess Pokemon and my very first Game Boy.
You are somewhat of a grave robber yourself.
I really am.
There you go. Well, unless Jim has any other confessions to make, that's going to do it for this episode and the beginning of Season 7. We'll be back again soon with another one of your demands to challenge ourselves in the world of cinema. I'm TC.
I am Jim.
And you know what?
This was the Mummy Returns.
The Mummy Returns. Resurrections.
Return of the Mummy Returns.
Return of the Mummy Returns. Resurrections.
Resurrections, yeah.
Did it pain you when the revelation came that we were doing this and not one of the Universal Monsters as like a serious movie?
It didn't pain me. It panicked me.
It panicked you. Well,
there's a small amount of, oh God.
I kind of had that too when I saw, because I literally the way I copy and pasted the demand, I dropped it in. There, it was at the bottom of the page in the document, so I had to scroll, and the thing that I scrolled to was, no, I want a scroll 1999. So I saw that and I was like, oh, not what I expected at all. And I had a little bit of panic for you because in the past we've delved into territory of something that you hold beloved,
sure,
that you're too afraid to touch in any, like Hellboy was an example where you like. Inside baseball here, we probably took our longest break in the intermission that we ever took.
I think so.
For you to kabobulate, and you came back strong.
Did I?
Because you came.
My blank.
Yeah.
You know when you black out and you don't remember your
time.
set or whatever.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, you came back strong and pitched 2 sequels for
Did I?
or 2 Hellboy movies.
I should listen to our show.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a little bit of like, oh no, this might be too sacred to do anything with, much like Back to the Future for me, but we found that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is fun. I can see it.
Yeah, honestly, it started coming together before you finished the explanation. I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. Where do we go? I just need a context of where we are in the timeline.
Yeah. I could see it. As soon as we started pitching it, I could imagine it feeling like those other 2 Stephen Summers Mummy movies. I could just imagine it. And I hope whatever we get is great, because Brendan Fraser is such a beloved person now. And I'm glad that Rachel Weisz is like, yeah, I'll do another one, because Maria Bello, for all good she is, it's just that third movie's so.
Honestly, my only memory of it anymore is an image of CGI Dwayne Johnson's face.
That's Returns. I'm talking about Jade.
That's Returns?
Yeah, I'm talking about Tomb of the Jade Empire.
Well, that's my only memory of that third movie. And the thing is,
The Rock.
Yes, and the thing is, I know my memory renders a better looking CGI version than what was actually on screen.
God, I remember sitting in the theater watching it and just being just disappointed by it. I only saw it that once. And at the time I was a huge fan of Smallville because it was in the throw of that. And as it was nearing the end of this movie and the credits went to roll, I thought, I might have even audibly said to my friends, who wrote this? And then Alfred Goff and Miles Miller, like name the 2 guys who created Smallville. And I was like, ooh.
What was Jade Empire about? Which? Because I know there was 2 more Mummy movies. At least 2 more Scorpion King. I don't know.
There's 3 Scorpion King movies.
Which one utilized the Terracotta Army?
That was Jade Emperor.
It was Jade Emperor.
That was Chow Yun-Fat and took place in China.
And it's funny because at that time,
Hong Kong.
That's probably where I would have gone. Like, oh, where's the next big mummy?
Right.
Oh, there's actually tombs over in China. Let's do that.
Yeah, when you went to Egypt, I was ready to suggest South America because there are mummies in many cultures around the world.
Us going back, bringing back Rick and Evie, I think the only proper way to do it is bring them all back.
Yeah.
Bring Imhotep back.
Yes.
Because even though we didn't end it on and this is the end, clearly this is the end.
Especially for him, is what you mean, right? Not Rick and Evie.
No. Well, for us making more of these, we're not going to wait another 5-10 years and make another Rick and Evie movie. Like, what? Come on.
Just give them one more and don't make it a goodbye.
And I realized as we were discussing that, I think we've done that a few times. I think that's sort of a theme of this podcast, but I think what we're tapping into with that, I actually think a lot of fandom would prefer that. Now, the problem is, for as much as the no goodbye, I think is an appropriate way to end a franchise. That way it can live in your imagination. I think too many people are like, well, you didn't end it. We can keep going.
Right.
And that's sort of the double-edged sword of that, or the one-edged sword. I don't know.
That's an axe.
The axe of that.
The axe of that, yeah.
But I still think the happier, nicer way of ending a franchise is to do the no goodbye.
Yeah, I think so too. Like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
The no goodbye.
We did that with The Simpsons 5 years ago.
True, yeah. We just put them back on the couch and let them start over again. I like just ending with satisfactorily.
I think what's important to do with an ending, in the way to do an ending like this, is you hit the big beats, you hit the big remember beats, in ways that are like, this is a callback. We loved this, right? This is the big finale. We're gonna play your greatest hits one last time, and we're not gonna bring up that it's one last time. You know it is. We know it is. Here it is. It's awesome. And we're just going to let it be awesome.
Just let it be. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it.
And we're fading away. We're getting further and further away.
Oh, we're so small now. But we're actually the same size we were. We're just further away.
The mic is just really big. What? Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
This is how size works. Size and distance work.
And sound. And yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know what's going on. That was a weird bit. And
season 7 is off and running.
There you go now.